Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. You know how it is. I'm not looking for monetization or AdSense or nothing like that. Just common sense. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. All right, started off a little bit light today with my boy Ye. You know what I'm saying? So y'all saw the thumbnail and the title to the video. Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, I guess, decided to sit down and talk crazy pretty much about Nick Fuentes. I mean, just going in on him. And then, of course, Nick responded. Now, just to give you a little bit of backdrop on my vantage point, I saw the clip of Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens before Nick had even addressed it or publicly addressed it, okay, through any tweets or posts on X or before he did his show last night, actually. So I saw it, I was like, what? And, you know, to me, it was one of the most tone-deaf, un-American conversations these two could have had. Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson is who I'm talking about. So I'm gonna react to that first, and then I'm gonna play a clip of Nick's, one of his clips of his response to it, and kind of talk about and reinforce some of the stuff that he's saying in that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started before we make this video too long. All right. Follow me on X at @Midian if you can stomach it. Okay? If you can stomach it. All right, so here we go.
Okay, has it occurred to you that, and I just want to say, I haven't watched a lot of Nick Fuentes in my life at all, but what I've seen, the guy's very talented. Like, just as a, well, let me just say this, as someone who's talked to cameras his whole life, it is very hard to sit and just like riff for 20 minutes. And I think it's an amazing skill, and he has that skill. But I also have noticed that his targets are all people who are sincere, non-crazy, non-hateful opponents of neocon politics.
Right.
So you have to kind of wonder about that. So Nick Fuentes is like, oh, I don't like the neocons. But then his targets are J.D. Vance, Joe Kent. He got involved in Joe Kent's campaign with a super, oh yes. You, me, and it's like,
J.D. Vance is a fucking plug. Everybody knows that. Like, J.D. Vance is some savior for this guy's an establishment guy. Nick crushes J.D. Vance several times. Everyone knows J.D. Vance is some puppet plant. Perfect Manchurian candidate. Let me break down J.D. Vance to you guys in a nutshell. Remember the Republican primaries where Trump didn't even really he campaigned a little bit, but he didn't participate in any of the debates, anything like that. And they had all these weirdo Republican candidates sitting out there acting like they were going to get the nomination. Guys wasn't Christie out there for a while? Who's the female? She's from India, but she acts like she's a white girl. I can't think of her name right now. You guys will know who I'm talking about. Nikki Haley. Vivek Ramaswamy, the black guy, Tim Scott, all these weirdos up there that no one's picking these effing people. Everyone knows that, okay? But what did they do, right? They saw how each of their talking points polled, okay? And then from the popularity of them, they create this fucking Manchurian candidate, J.D. Vance. If you look at J.D. Vance, he fits the description of some of the most popular talking points of the Republican primary, okay? One being Vivek Ramaswamy, he's based, right? Remember Vivek was so based. Look at this cool Indian dude, based, all right? So JD's based, okay? Vivek is Indian, JD got an Indian wife, okay? Nikki Haley, oh, Israel this, Israel that, Israel this. I love Israel. So JD Vance is that. He's young. He's just a mix of what polled popular during the primaries. J.D. Vance is a plant, man. He doesn't have a normal fucking ascend. Okay? So fuck J.D. Vance, Tucker fucking Carlson. And who are you to fucking dictate on who's the fucking the path of resistance or picking the people and picking the players on who we should follow? Give me a break, dude. Give me a damn break. Here we go.
What is that?
Dave Smith.
Dave
And I asked him about that because that's a question that I had. So I did the right thing by asking him to his face, what's up with this? Like, why do you attack Dave Smith? You say that like your biggest critique is that America's being controlled by Israel. Then you have Dave Smith, who's been such a sound voice. And by the way, opposite experience with Dave Smith. I have my podcast. He's a fantastic human being. Judge
Dave
people.
Smith is one of the nicest people
Fantastic
ever.
human.
Yes.
And so I judge people according to my experiences with them. And so
This is what women say, stupid shit. Candace, it's almost time for you to sit your stupid fucking ass down. Let me tell you why why she's good at what she does. Because she is very good at gossip. She's a gossipy bitch. Okay, this is the high school girl who was always in people's shit, gossipy, yapping, always in people's shit, had all the facts, was all in everybody's shit. So when she goes to hunt down a motherfucking Kamala Harris to say that she's not black, she gonna get the receipts because that's just her nature. But outside of that, she's fucking stupid. You don't judge nobody because they're nice to me. So shut the fuck up. This is way more deeper than your fucking personal relationships, Candace fucking Owens. You sound fucking retarded. Dave Smith sounds smart to stupid niggas. Dave Smith sounds deep and sounds smart to ignorant fucking COVID vaxxed people. Okay? He ain't doing nothing. He ain't gonna be there. He not gonna be able to go the whole mile. He can't do it. Dave Smith can't do it. So fuck Dave Smith. Get off of it. Fucking Candace, you stupid ass. I judge people for and how they feel about me. Yeah. You see why there's an order, right? God, Christ, man, woman. Listen, she's a retard. And this is Dave Smith, who? Anybody listening to this video right now, if you think Dave Smith is deep, you are way behind. You way behind. You're falling out. That's what we used to say in the army. When motherfucker we go on a long run and must be lacking because they can't keep up with the pace, you fucking falling out. You didn't fell out. If you think Dave Smith is deep, fuck Dave Smith. And she brings him up like he's somebody. Shut the fuck up. We see these people for who they are, Candace Owens, you simple gossipy ass woman. We see them for who they are. Grifters and cowards. And they're trying to fucking steer us into a fucking narrative. Let's keep going. This is going to be a long one, man. So stick around. If you don't like it, man, click off my shit. Weirdos.
Nick is being judged according to my experience with him.
But like, what is this?
I don't get it.
Man, we got a world and babies to save through the power of God in Christ, man. You talking about your personal experience, how they treat me. See, they don't realize what they in. These people this is their job. Like, it's like their job. It's like their career. So when you see Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, think about your job and your career and what you can say at work. Can you really go all in at work? These people don't have no insight. They're looking at shit so surface level. Candace Owens, your personal relationships.
I don't
Where's the funding come from? I probably shouldn't even say this, but the only reason I know who he is because someone sent me a video a few years ago of him attacking me.
Liar.
I was like,
I'm catching every lie. When they say the only person I know who he is and they try to downplay what they know about Nick Fuentes or anybody like that, like, I don't even know this guy. They're lying. And this personality is so fucking tragic. Look at this guy's personality. It's tragic. And I remember when I made the video responding to Nick or reacting to Nick's initial assessment of Tucker Carlson, and I said Nick saw it just like I saw it, there was people in the comments saying, oh, Tucker this, Tucker that. Tucker's a fucking agent and a plant. Okay? He's a full of shit motherfucker, okay?
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, first of all, this kid's really talented, like legit. And I can assess that just having done the job for so long. So it's like, wow, lots of talent, native talent. And he's attacking my dad as a CIA, his dad's in the CIA or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's no, untrue. Then my father dies and I learn actually, yeah, was involved in that world.
Now this part has been talked over. Y'all know this sound like shit, so y'all can go watch another reactor talk about this stupid fucking thing that Tucker Carlson just said here. Like, I didn't know my dad was in the CIA. Oh my God. If you need explanation on how stupid that sound, You fell out.
Completely shocked by it. So no one has to believe me, but that's just a fact.
Right.
We don't fucking believe you.
This year. And I'm like, well, how the hell would this child from Chicago?
When have you ever been innocent and say some shit like that? Like, you don't have to believe me. I'm just saying. You know you lying. This guy, what the fuck did he just say? You don't have to believe me. That's how we know you lying. Just when you said that.
Chicago. My dad was 84 when he passed. Like, who does this guy know who my dad is? And like, he's in intelligence. How would he know that? And I
Wait, so that was his critique of you because I didn't see it. It was like,
someone just sent me this video and it was like, you can't believe anything Carlson says because his father was in the CIA and he's.
Listen how arrogant they sound. Look how arrogant. Listen to the tone. Can y'all feel it and hear it? The arrogance and the fucking sense of entitlement these two fucking assholes have right now as they're having this conversation. What are you talking about? I didn't see him critique that. Yeah, he's talking my dad. CIA. So arrogant.
A CIA working on behalf of the CIA. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, and I actually feel emotional in my anger towards CIA. And I think that comes out on the air quite regularly.
Right.
And
come on, guys. He's trying to bring y'all along. My anger towards the CIA, and I think I make that clear every time you listen to me speak. Come on, y'all falling for this guy? It's the most nanny boo boo shit. He's like nanny boo boo, like like. Oh my God! This is his argument. This is their rationale. This is their logic. It's backwards. I don't like the CIA, so therefore I can't be working for CIA. Like what? Is that all it takes is for you to say that? Anybody thinks this shit is legit, man? Y'all crazy, man.
So the idea that I'm working for the CIA is like deranged.
Well, if it helps, he said I'm funded by Russia now. Since the interview, he then did a thing and said I was funded by Russia.
But you would be a lot more likely to take Russian money than I would be to work for the CIA because you would never take Russian money and you're not Russian. But
so strange to say that.
I really hate the CIA.
That's strange.
I mean, that's like very offensive to me. So why would you?
It's like personal for you.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
And anyway, like who is?
A little bit. Who's this? Bro, this is gay. This is gay. They're gay.
This kid, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just an accident that the guy exclusively goes after people who are in roughly the same. And then he gets up there and he's like, making Holocaust jokes. And it's like, is it possible that this is like David Duke? And David Duke, every time I had a new show, David Duke would endorse my show. I don't know, who the hell is David Duke? Well, David Duke is obviously part of a campaign to discredit people on the right, obviously.
Mm.
And I think it's very obvious that Nick Fuentes is exactly the same. Doesn't mean everything he says is false. It doesn't mean he's not talented. He's enormously talented. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. I'm not attacking him personally, but he is clearly.
Tucker's such a fucking coward, too. I hate people who talk like this. He's a fucking coward. Every time he attacks, he always kind of pulls back a little bit like a little bitch. Y'all ever work with somebody like that or been around people like that who will say a little thing and then try to pull it back a little bit like a little bitch? I mean, I think he's talented. I actually like him. I actually don't. Hey, I love Israel. But it's like a little bitch. Bitch all up in his blood, bro.
Part of a campaign to discredit non-crazy right voices. That's obvious to me. I've been around a long time. I know it when I see it.
Yeah, and I will say.
No, what Nick's doing and what people like me are doing, even in my circle, we're pointing out the fucking wall. Okay? You are the Truman Wall, Tucker, Candace. Okay? We see through your bullshit. You're not for us. You are a part of it. We know you guys are a part of it. Because y'all knick-knack paddywhacking about this bullshit right here, taking this shit personal, man. This shit bigger than any one person. Because he doesn't like me. He talking to my dad. And Candace is like, he did such an asshole to me. Petty shit, man. We are literally influenced. This country as a whole is being pushed into the fucking chutes of hell right now through a demonic force known as Jewish culture. And y'all bitching about dumb shit like this. Attacking the only guy who's really standing on, not the only guy, but one of the most well-known guys that are standing on truth out here. So arrogant, man. This shit was disgusting. This conversation was fucking disgusting to me.
I don't understand it. We were very kind to him. Like I truly, like we almost said, like we felt maybe he was a bit lonely. We should invite him back for dinner. I mean, that's how good of an experience I had. And
Yeah, it's clearly it's
and then
sad.
it was a 180. So it's either A, it's being driven from like a little boy insecurity, and he just was so worried that he like just went on the attack because he doesn't know how to have normal relations after being banned everywhere.
Well, I think there's the kind of
that could be one element.
the angry gay
Or-
kid thing going on. Yeah.
Or it's the what you're saying where he does this, he's lying to everybody and pretending that things are one way when it's not. I can say
Why is he
lied.
attacking Joe Kent, who, I mean, Joe Kent worked as a CI contractor.
Fuck Joe
military
Kent, man.
contractor.
Fuck your puppet, bro.
In the U.S. military for years fighting our neocon wars. And his wife was killed in Syria in one of those wars. Joe Kent is the single most sincere critic, and I would say the one with the most credibility in the United States to say this foreign policy is bad. It killed my wife. I was a part of it. Joe Kent is actually someone the CIA doesn't like at all because he understands how it operates.
What are you talking about, man? Like this Joe Kent is some rogue out here pushing the kingdom and trying to get Christ reign. Man, shut the fuck up. Fuck Joe Kent. Shut the fuck up, man. All these weird. Notice he's doing the same thing that the left does. And Ben Shapiro, them kind of guys do. It's all emotional bullshit. They're not giving one after anything that's real meat. It's all bullshit that he's mean. Nick's mean. He came and we ate dinner, then he went out there. He's so mean. Bitch, we talking about real shit though. We talking about abortions. We talking about these fake ass wars they got us fighting. We talking about this fake ass money they got us fucking running around here scrambling for. Real life shit, man. The babies, the future, the truth. And you bitching about a dinner date. Fucking weirdos.
And for Nick Fuentes, who's like some child from Chicago, to go after him specifically, one congressional seat in Washington State.
That is random.
It's not random, though. It's the opposite of random. Joe Kent was number one on the list of people they wanted to knock off, people who believe in our neocon foreign policy. They wanted Joe Kent out because he could stand up and say, I actually know. I've got the receipts. My wife was killed in Syria. Yeah.
What does your wife getting killed in Syria have to do with you fucking knowing? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Think about what he's actually saying. He's not saying anything. Look at this goober. Wake the fuck up, people.
Had to take that guy out. And Nick Fuentes, this child, this weird little gay kid in his basement in Chicago, is participating in a super PAC to bump off Joe Kent. Like, I've been around this my whole life. I know what that is. It's just an organized effort.
Yeah.
And he also did the thing that David Duke always did, including to me, which is be like, oh, yeah, it's my friend.
Doesn't Candace come across as one of those stuck-up bitches? You know what I'm saying? And I don't dislike Candace, but she come across as one of them stuck-up bitches that are sitting outside eating their lunch somewhere at one of these Miami fucking South Beach strips and shit, one of these expensive hotels out there and just acting like a stuck-up bitch.
And everyone's like, oh, Tucker Carlson's been endorsed by David Duke. I've been making like the anti-racist argument my whole life.
Right.
Like, I'm not for David Duke. Do I think
I'm black. I'm for David Duke. David Duke stands on business, man. He stands on business. He can say what he want to say, man. People can stand on business. I don't understand the whole, like, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. What does that even mean? I am. I don't believe the word exists. I don't believe in racism. But for the sake of whatever y'all need it to be, I'll be racist. I'm a racist. I'm everything that needs to be to get to the truth. I don't give a fuck. But y'all feel so out of y'all way to have to say, I'm not associated with these people. Well, I don't believe in that stuff. That's how you know they playing you, man, because they can't stand on what they stand on. All they can do is point out what they're not, but they can never tell you who they actually are. They can tell you who they are not. I'm not David Duke. I'm not this. I'm not that. But who are you? They never tell you who they are and what they actually stand on. They just talk a bunch of dumb stuff.
David Duke is right when he's against affirmative action? You bet I do. But I'm not for David Duke. But David Duke would try to discredit people by hugging them. And that's exactly what Fuentes did. He goes out there, meet all these people, show up, hi, I'm Nick Fuentes. Can I get my picture with you? That's a campaign to destroy credible voices on the right. And Fuentes is part of it. And I know I'm inviting endless trouble by saying this because, this is a kid with a lot of spare time, but it's just a fact. And I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
And I, you can believe me or not, but I know what I'm talking about.
So that was that bullshit ass little clip there, man. I know I was talking probably like there's nothing to really comment, man. These are lames. This is weird. It made no sense. You guys are the actual phonies. Like I said, you can watch Candace, right? Because she's gonna be gossipy. She's gonna have the information and facts, but she's dumb. She's so fucking dumb. What a dumb, goofy, stuck-up ass bitch she's being right now. What a dumb bitch. It's like she, you know what I mean? Dave Smith. Fuck Dave Smith. Dave Smith only sound fucking smart to stupid ass motherfuckers. All right, here we go. We're gonna check out another one here. This is Nick's quick response. I'm gonna let Nick just kind of rock out. I might chime in a little bit. So here we go. Let me get to it.
What happened to him when he was 18? I still can't get a check mark on Twitter. I had someone that showed up to my house and tried to shoot me in December, and nobody even talked about it. They tried to cover it up. Somebody came to my house with a gun and tried to break in and shoot me doing my show, and nobody covered it. And that's not me complaining, but to try to pretend like that happened to me when I was 18. For 7 years, at great personal and...
So you could just look at a guy like Nick and know he's not lying. I mean, to see them come after this guy, but go ahead, man, he good. Nick, you straight, bro. You gonna be all right. All right, you done met Ye, you gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just don't denounce Ye, you gonna be all right.
Professional cost. I have told the truth about these subjects as I have always understood it in the moment, and I have been remarkably consistent. For that, I have lost every friend I ever had in high school. For that, I was subpoenaed by Congress, had to pay $250,000 in fees. I got banned on every social platform known to man. I got debanked. I got put on a federal no-fly list. I have been slandered and lied about, called a racist, a Nazi, called the Fed. Meanwhile, Tucker and Candace were raking in millions from Rupert Murdoch and Ben Shapiro, not talking about the things I've talked about for 8 years. And then when it became unavoidable last year, now they want to direct the traffic. Now they swoop in.
And this is such a great point, right? Now, I'm going to give the credit, honestly, to Ye. Everybody's sleeping on Ye. Ye brought this shit out there, man. Y'all sleeping on that brother. He made this shit. I'm not saying Nick wasn't doing his thing and Nick didn't have the information. Don't get me wrong. But as far as busting open the motherfucking firmament to let the water come through, that was Ye. Y'all not gonna fucking sleep on the influence of what Ye did, okay? And then Nick took full advantage of it. And Nick has the info. Nick believe in God. Nick believe in Jesus. He gonna be straight. But the fact to see these motherfuckers try to come at Nick after they've been sucking off this fucking tit of the fucking wicked vine for years, just getting paid to do whatever these fucking people tell them to do. And now, like Nick's saying, when it comes to the point where now, hey, we're coming to that fork in the road right now where some decisions are gonna have to be made. Now they wanna be the ones that steer what direction it goes into. Tucker and fucking Candace, people like that. Oh, now you wanna steer this shit into the direction, motherfucker, when this guy was getting persecuted? The audacity and arrogance of these people, man, it's ridiculous, man. And if y'all don't see it, man, good luck with that fucking shit. Come on, Nick, keep rocking, bro.
From Fox News and Daily Wire and say, I'm going to tell you what to think about Israel, and here's who you can and can't listen to. That is ridiculous. And it is offensive to the intelligence of anybody that is paying attention to this.
See, Nick giving people too much credit. It's not offensive to a lot of these people because these people are fucking brain dead. They think Dave Smith is based. They believe in shit like Holocaust denial. They believe in shit like that. So don't put it past these idiots, Nick. It's not insulting their intelligence. They don't have any.
And you know what? I don't have a platform as big as Tucker.
I disagree, Nick. You have a huge platform. You're standing on God, you're standing on Christ, you got the biggest platform. Just keep doing what you do, bro. Keep rocking out.
I don't have a platform as big as Tucker because I never had a Fox News show. And I don't have a check mark on Twitter, and I'm banned on YouTube.
See, Nick, he's selling himself short. And I don't want y'all to, I'm gonna flip it a little bit. Nick is saying something I'm not disagreeing totally, or I am disagreeing. Nick has a bigger platform because he's standing on the real platform. God, truth, Christ. This Fox News platforms, these other Daily Wires, this is demonic Satan's platform. It's small. That's why it takes so much money and got to be all in your face. Because what's really behind it is Wizard of Oz shit. It's all lights, glamour, and just overexposure. They don't have the true influence that come from God. So Nick, in all actuality, young man, you have the bigger platform. Understand that.
Unlike him. And I don't have a platform as big as Candace Owens because I never had a Daily Wire show, and I've been banned on YouTube for as long as she's had a show there. So I don't know how many people will even hear this. Is anyone going to hear this and understand how wrong this is? That's the game now, is they will talk over you because they still have a bigger megaphone. But for anybody that watches this show and paid attention to what I've said, maybe now you can start to understand what is going on here. And they lied about it. Candace Owens said it was random I attacked Joe Kent. I tweeted everything that I just said at her a few months ago. I don't trust them. I don't know them. Their story's weird. They're telling us it's the Frankists. It's the neocons. I am overdosing on red pills, and you are not going to stop me. If you kill me, you will not stop me. And genuinely, when I research this stuff, I get scared because I think that's their next move, is to try to mess with me in some escalating way. Because they do see me as a problem. They say I'm getting too popular, I'm getting too famous, I'm breaching containment. And now they deploy Candace Owens. At the peak of my popularity, she comes in out of the blue to invite me on her show and do this hit job. And then a week later, she goes on Tucker and they collude to do this hit job. And this isn't going to work. No one in the comments on Tucker's channel is buying it. I don't know what they'll do next, but I'll tell you one thing. That's the worst thing they could do, because when they do that, I become a martyr. I didn't start this show to start lying or selling out now or playing nice. And that's from the basement-dwelling, incel, white male, loser child from Chicago. You're welcome.
Yeah, so that was some of Nick's response there. I agree with Nick's sentiment in that right there. These people have some fucking nerve, man. You know what I'm saying? You have two different types that's gonna be in this battle, right? Everything's always good versus evil, things like that, of course. But you got the Pharisee mind. When I say Pharisee, it's that establishment, that well-educated, that silver spoon, that, you know what I mean? Tucker Carlson lane, where these Pharisees, they're Pharisees, right? They're Pharisees versus the sons of God, right? That, maybe don't have a college degree. Maybe he's not the most well-spoken, but that truth and that love is undefeated in us. I say in us. I'm a son of God. Nick is the son of God. Ye is the son of God. The sons of God's out there. You got to watch the Pharisees versus the sons of God. These establishment people, man, they foul. And they're just showing their hand, right? A couple videos back, I said, God is stripping away all the bullshit right now. And he's giving everybody a chance to see it in every lane that they pretty much interact with through their daily life. Whether it's sports, there's shit happening on that side. Whether it's hip hop, there's shit happening on that side. Politics, there's shit happening on that side. There's something touching everyone when they're getting a chance to see the fake. And what you do with it, you better pray and make sure you choose the right one. So with that being said, like I say always, I know this video went long. I appreciate y'all for sticking around. I know I was kind of ranting because this shit kind of just frustrated me to hear these people try to attack him with just dumb shit, basically, to act like they've been the ones standing on truth. Now Tucker's gonna pop in here in the 11th hour and act like he's the one that's been standing on truth the whole time. And who is this Nick guy? And then Candace with her stupid, silly ass bird ass. "Oh, I know. He's so mean. Oh my God. Oh my God." So that's how I see it. That's my understanding. Appreciate y'all if y'all made it this long. And we'll see y'all next time.